Hello everybody! Today is a beautiful day. It is warm outside and the sun is streaming down and it feels like spring. There's flowers growing and it's wonderful. Right now where I am, it's very peaceful and it's lovely. Sometimes it's hard to believe that there's a war happening when it's like this because it's just so beautiful outside and it's calm and people are walking around doing their normal things, and it's like, how is it possible that there's a war going on somewhere? But there is, and you obviously already know that because you sent in some questions, and I'm going to give you the answers for your questions. And I'm going to read you the questions. I've written them all out, and then my answers as well. The first question was, how do I know that God is listening to me about keeping me safe? And, well, I know that God is listening to my prayers because He says that He is in His Word. And also, I know that because I'm alive still and I'm healthy, which is actually quite amazing because it's kind of in this awkward time where in Ukraine we usually get sick in this time of year because it's just in between winter and summer, and it's like a time when usually people get colds. But we haven't gotten sick this whole time since the war started, which is such a blessing. It's wonderful, actually, really a blessing. God has really protected us so far. I mean, we're healthy and we're not in extreme physical danger. And then the second question was, have I heard any of the bombs or guns? And I have, actually. I have not heard the guns, but I have heard bombs, and I've heard lots of army planes flying over, and I'm not exactly sure how it translates. Missiles. I've heard many missiles as well flying over, and that's scary. It's not a nice feeling when I hear one of those planes flying over, and it's like, it's this, I'm not sure, it's like all of you just kind of like, I'm not sure, you kind of harden up and you're like, oh dear, and then they fly over and it's like, okay, where are they flying to? But that's okay. We trust God with that, and even though it's hard and it's sad, it's even when we don't know and they're like right over us, it's like, it's okay. You don't need to be afraid. It's okay. We can trust God. We are in His hands. The third question was, has anybody that I know died? And amazingly, nobody that I know has died, and nobody that my family knows has died, which is truly amazing because we know people from all over Ukraine, and nobody that we know of has died. Such a blessing. Yeah. The fourth question was, have any of the bomb gases gone near me? And no, not that I know of, at least. It's possible, but not that I know of. The fifth question is, did I get evacuated? And the answer to that is yes. I'm not exactly sure if I would classify it as evacuated, but I did have to leave home because of the war. Just because of some different reasons, my dad decided to send us away. So we're in a city, well, a kind of a city about 8 hours away from home. And it's kind of more peaceful here. We were able to help in a refugee camp here for 2 weeks now. We've been here, and that's been really good. We're very glad that God brought us here, because He brought us here right when that camp needed our help, and we were able to bless them lots, and they were able to bless us too, actually. But we are really hoping that day after tomorrow we're going to go home, because Dad has said that we should be able to come home. We're not sure if we'll be there permanently, but we really hope so. And then the sixth question was, am I in Ukraine? And the answer to that is yes, I am in Ukraine. We considered going across the border, but we've decided to stay here for now. We feel that God has a place for us here to serve Him, and we can bless people right now a lot and be with these people who, although yes, I speak English and that's I have an accent in Ukrainian and stuff, but I've lived here my whole life, and these people, they are like my people. It's kind of like, yeah, God has given me a love for these people, as He has also given a love to my parents for these people. And I wanted to add just a little bit at the end that a lot of people, they ask, is it scary? And it is scary because it's war. And I don't know if maybe a random bomb or a missile is going to fall on us, near us, or on one of my close friends. I don't know. And I don't know what tomorrow will hold. I don't know if I'm going to go home day after tomorrow. I don't know how long the war is going to last, how long we'll have to be careful with food, or how long life will be constantly changing. And it's hard not knowing. It's not a nice feeling. But in all of this unknowing, I do know that God is not changing. He is the same God that He was yesterday, the same God that He is today, and He's going to be the same God tomorrow. And I am in His hands, as is my family, and most of my close friends, they're Christians, and even those that aren't Christians, they're in His hands, and He has a good plan for us. And I can trust Him. And when you go through hard things in life, don't forget that you can trust God. He is an almighty, all-powerful God who loves you. Thank you so much for all of your prayers. We really appreciate it. May each of you have a blessed day.